Hey guys, it's Steph here with the FlowerFanatic. So if you are new to my channel, I just want to give a little bit of an overview of my channel. I started gardening maybe like 5 years ago really heavily, and I have learned so much. I'm actually a master gardener now, and my knowledge has just increased substantially. And so I'm just sharing what I am learning on my channel. I live in a zone 6B climate. I absolutely love gardening with a passion. I am a flower fanatic. Hence the name. I never get sick of it. I built a greenhouse this year, and now I can keep doing it all winter long. I'm so excited to start some seeds here in a little bit. But in my zone 6B climate, if you've been following along, you already know about this. I live in an area where it's not very humid. It's super dry. We are in a drought, so I'm hoping we get so much snow this winter that I can't even be outside. That would be a huge blessing. I'm praying for it. Today, I am going to be talking about one of my roses, and roses absolutely love my climate. The good thing is my roses just don't get a lot of diseases. They don't get a lot of that fungus because it is so dry. So they're really, really happy here. Today, I wanted to highlight something that my viewer suggested. I highlighted one of my roses in my earlier videos. She suggested that I turn this particular rose into a standard, which means a tree rose. So let's take a look at it. I thought I would share this along and give you some ideas of your own. It's naturally taking that shape all on its own. I'm still kind of debating whether I want to keep it a big bush or if I want to turn it into a tree. So I think I'm probably going to turn it into a tree just for experimental purposes. And I have a spot that I'm going to move it. Since it's fall, it's a good time to transplant it, and it's a young rose bush. So let's take a look at this rose. Okay, so right here, I cannot remember the name of this rose. I promise I will link it down below or put it in the comment section. I'm just blanking out at the moment, and I've been blanking out for the last week. So I'm gonna have to do a little research. But so you see how this has one long leader stem right here, and I am 5'10", so it is coming above my head. So I'm guessing it's about 6 feet tall now. And look at how beautiful that rose is. And I'm already getting some lateral growth on its own. If I didn't have any of this outward growth, you'd want to take that center stem right here and cut it off to a node or where it can start budding outwards. So I think as it grows and as I get it planted, I'm just going to go ahead and choose where I want it to start, and then I'll just cut the rest of it down. But you see where I'm struggling here? Look at all of these beautiful blooms that I'll have to sacrifice. So I wanted to add with this stem, it's kind of in the central part of this tree. You want to make sure you have a stem that is nice and tall and it's in the center. If you don't, I wouldn't really encourage doing it, but I think that is pretty cool. It's kind of just screaming to be a standard on its own. I think this will be great as a standard just because it is such a big, full rose bush that it will probably get pretty wide and pretty full and pretty tall. And I want a tree rose that is really significant and substantial. So anyways, I have a spot that I'm going to be putting it in. It's not quite ready. I've got to prep it and kind of get a bunch of nasty Bermuda grass. It is the absolute worst. If you guys have it, you know how terrible it is. Those roots go down to China, as my neighbor says. But I will get that area ready, and I'll go show you what it's going to look like. It looks like a mess right now, but that's okay. That's what fall is for. But we are going to be getting cold weather next week, so I kind of got to hurry before it gets really, really cold. But the soil will still be soft. It's not going to harden within 1 or 2 weeks. This is where I'm thinking I'm going to put it. Look at this grass. This is what I'm talking about. I did use a little glyphosate on it. I know that that's kind of a sketchy thing in the gardening world for some, but sometimes you just got to use it. And I don't try to use it a ton, but I put it in this area because it is quite effective on this crabgrass. So I'll let that die, and then I'll probably try planting it and just pull out some of the crabgrass around the tree, and then in the spring really go crazy right here. But I just got to get the tree right here. It'll be nice to have a little something right here along this fence. This is our blackberry bush. We're going to have a nice wood trellis that we're going to put in the back. These are thornless, kind of crawling, spreading type blackberries, so they really benefit from that. It's the Triple Crown, if you want to know, best blackberries in the world. And then I'll plant something that's beautiful around the tree. Don't know what I'm going to do quite yet. The only thing I think I didn't mention was I'm going to get some sort of tree stake, and I'll stake it about 2 inches apart. Over time, this will get nice and strong and a lot thicker. I have yet to see tree roses in my area that look very good, so that's why I was a little bit skeptical. Okay, so what's your opinion, guys? I'd like to hear it in the comment below, because you might change my mind. Should I leave it as a bush, or should I turn it into a standard? We'll see how this works over the years. I know that sometimes tree roses are created differently than just a natural stem that's standing up. I think actually this might work a little bit better. Nothing is grafted together. You don't have a long stem that is grafted to the rootstock and then a rose bush that is grafted to the stem. So this will be awesome if it works out really well, because I bought this rose about $15 to $20 at the nursery. To get tree roses from Dave Austin, they're kind of expensive, more than double the cost of a regular rose bush on Dave Austin, and then you get the shipping and handling. It's another $15, so you're spending $85 for a rose. So this is a great deal. I'm hoping it's going to work out as I imagine in my head. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell for future videos so you can kind of see what happens with this rose bush and when I plant it and get this area cleaned up. I would love to hear from you. I hope you guys are having a great fall, a great time gardening. This weather has been absolutely gorgeous. I'm trying to soak up every minute. I'm already feeling sad that the gardening season is coming to an end. So I have to remind myself it comes around so quickly. So it's a good time to rest and give myself a little bit of a break so I can have a lot of energy come spring. Thanks so much for visiting my channel, and I will talk to you later. Bye.